On the air and streaming live on your favorite device, this is KATC TV3, Acadiana's news channel at 5.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us for Acadiana's news channel at 5. I'm Jim Hummel.
And I am Marcel Fontenelle. Well, we start out tonight with Louisiana officially entering into a modified phase 3 of reopening.
Today, Governor Edwards announced an easing of restrictions starting tomorrow and credited Louisiana citizens for doing their part in curbing the spread of COVID-19.
We are doing better, and that doesn't just happen. It happens because people make a concerted, conscious effort to change their behavior and not do the things that caused the surge to begin with, and make sure that they follow the restrictions and mitigation measures. And so I want to thank everybody for that.
Governor Edwards says while this is hopeful news, efforts to mitigate the spread of COVID-19 are still crucial. Here's what phase 3 restrictions will look like. Louisiana bars can open indoor service again. Restaurants can hold more customers, and churches won't have capacity limits for worship service. Louisiana's statewide mask mandate will remain in place. Restaurants, salons, movie theaters, and other non-essential businesses can move into 75% capacity. The exception, gyms, which will stay at 50% capacity. Bars will be allowed 25% capacity.
Bishop Desatel is encouraging Acadiana Catholics to get a COVID-19 vaccine, but to take a moral evaluation about which vaccine. Yesterday, the Archdiocese of New Orleans warned Catholics to avoid the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, citing use of abortion-derived cells in testing, development, and production. Here in Lafayette, Bishop Desatel says the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines should be the first choice, but if the J&J shot is the only option, Catholics, he says, should feel free to get it for their safety and for the common good. You can read the bishop's full statement right now over at KATC.com. Friday, those who are eligible can get the Johnson & Johnson vaccine at the Robichaux Rec Center on Eras Landry Road. Vaccines are by appointment only. Vaccinations will take place from 8 in the morning until 4 that afternoon. You can find the number to call inside of this story over at KATC.com. Pharmaceutical company Merck will help Johnson & Johnson manufacture its vaccine. That announcement today from the White House. Merck is expected to dedicate 2 of its facilities to the effort. It will also work on filling vaccine vials to get them ready for distribution. The Biden administration sees this as a way to jumpstart vaccine production. Johnson & Johnson is under contract to deliver 100 million vaccine doses by June.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is set to put out new guidance for people who've been fully vaccinated against coronavirus. A CDC official says the agency will release that guidance once it's finalized later this week. The guidance will reportedly include recommendations on social gatherings, mask wearing, and travel planning.
This must end. It is now time to open Texas 100%.
That's Governor Greg Abbott of Texas. He, along with Mississippi's governor, are lifting the state's mask mandate and rolling back many of their COVID-19 health mandates. The decision comes as governors across the country have eased coronavirus restrictions, despite warnings from health experts that the outbreak is far from over.
In about 6 weeks, Festival International will once again take place virtually, but a few things will be different from last year. Kaylee Norman spoke with organizers about the changes.
Last year's Festival International was planned in just 3 weeks, but this year, with months to plan, the executive director has new ideas for 2021. This year's virtual event is aimed at bringing the community in together for the celebration. Festival International's executive director, Scott Feehan, says ways to paint the town festival vibe has been put in place. Festival boxes for people to throw a party in their homes will be soon available, as well as virtual festival flags. A 5K run is in the works, just like last year, to get people out of the house that weekend to celebrate. Feehan also plans to get more local businesses involved this year with Feastival. That will invite restaurants to come up with a meal inspired by the festival. This year will also include more art vendors. There are also local bars concocting a festival cocktail for people to grab and enjoy the event from the comfort of their own homes. Unlike last year, where there was only a Facebook Live link to the event, Feehan is partnering with LUS Fiber to create a high-definition channel so people can enjoy the show on their televisions.
And I think one of the things that people were most impressed with is not just the technical side, but getting back to your previous question about our community involvement of trying to include the businesses who are normally part of our event, and then also reaching out to patrons, getting them to have fun at their house, and it's like the Fest in the Box that we're doing. And so we're really trying to close the gap between the human element and the screen.
Ahead at 6, the impact that the festival this year will have on local businesses downtown. In Lafayette, I'm Kaylee Norman for KATC TV3.
In tonight's We're Open, Viva La Waffle will soon be opening the doors to their brick and mortar location. The former food truck, which closed in 2015, will be in the former Dick's Daiquiris location on Liberty Avenue near College Saloon. The menu features waffle sandwiches and waffle hot dogs. The restaurant will feature once popular food items along with new selections as well. For the latest news on the coronavirus, be sure to head to our website. There you can find what's next in the states moving into modified phase 3, as well as the latest coronavirus numbers. That's all at KATC.com.
Here's Rob's 24-hour forecast.
Well, it's been back to winter today. Temperatures starting out in the upper 40s, and notice they barely budge throughout the day today. Warming up across southwest Louisiana, upper 50s to near 60, because that's where we've seen the clouds clearing out this afternoon, and we can see the clearing line. We can just barely see it from Lafayette off on the northwestern horizon, but it is cleared out in Jeff Davis Parish. It's starting to do that in Evangeline. Portions of Allen and Jeff Davis and Acadia Parish seeing that clear out as well. And we do think we're going to see fair skies later on this evening, but more clouds may redevelop overnight tonight. It's going to be a chilly one. Upper 30s, lower 40s, wind chills in the mid 30s. And then tomorrow we do expect any morning clouds to burn off, and we'll go mostly sunny for the afternoon. Temperatures should get into the lower 60s provided all the clouds burn off, so much milder for tomorrow, and that's reflected in your 24-hour forecast. 39 the low, a chilly start but a milder afternoon. 63 the projected high. Another chilly one tomorrow night, but it's going to be milder as we head into Thursday. Next chance of rain Friday, but what about the weekend? We'll talk more about that and have the complete True View forecast coming up in just a bit.
This is video showing how quickly thieves can steal catalytic converters from cars. Thefts like this have been happening frequently throughout Acadiana. We've reported on cases in Broussard, Lafayette, Opelousas, and now you can add Ville Platte to that list.
Thieves targeted a used car dealership. As Kendria LaFleur reports, it is a small car part, but it is worth a lot of money.
Started it, and I realized it was making a loud sound. Then I exit the car and look under the car and notice that the catalytic converter was cut off of the car. It's the sound, believe me. Once you start it, you'll realize there's a loud sound, like there's no muffler, if anybody know what I'm talking about. Like there's no muffler under the car, they make a loud sound.
Business is operating differently for TNT used car dealership in Ville Platte. Thieves targeted 2 of their cars, stealing catalytic converters.
This look like it is because we have to park every vehicle inside or somewhere else, then bring them out during the daytime. At night, we have to park them back in with cameras on the outside of this place.
Since thieves are looking for what's on the outside of the car instead of the inside, it's hard to prevent it from happening.
It took them, for each car, it took them about 4 minutes. 4 minutes per car to cut it off. And they came out with the part. We saw it on camera and walked away.
Ville Platte police have suspects. The chief there says thieves are selling the car parts. It's a crime happening nationwide because the part is made of certain valuable metals like platinum and palladium. While it may be tough to prevent it from happening, workers at TNT car dealership are doing their part to protect their cars.
We have to hide our cars on the inside. We got cars scattered all over the place. And people won't come visit. People have passed by. They won't think we selling nothing because it don't even look like a car lot anymore.
In Ville Platte, Kendria LaFleur, KATC TV3.
And some other tips we've reported before: park in well-lit areas or by surveillance cameras, and even etch a vehicle ID number on the converter in case you need to alert scrap yards that it's been stolen. In St. Landry Parish in Opelousas, woman is now under arrest in connection with 2 separate shootings, and tonight police are looking for another suspect. Allie Roy is facing 8 counts of attempted first-degree murder. According to police, the first shooting happened on Pulford Street, where multiple bullets hit a home with people inside. Police say Roy was also involved in a shooting last month on Patsy Street, where one man was shot in the back during an armed robbery. Right now, police are searching for Marconte Williams of Mamu. If you have any information on this case, call Opelousas Police or St. Landry Parish Crime Stoppers at 948-TIPS. Checking national news now, FBI Director Chris Wray is labeling the January 6th riot at the Capitol as domestic terrorism, and he is warning of a rapidly growing threat of violent extremism. Testifying before Congress today, Wray defended his agency's handling of intelligence that suggested potential violence leading up to the siege. He told lawmakers threats to the Capitol were properly shared with other law enforcement agencies, even though they were unverified.
15 people are dead after an SUV believed to be carrying 27 people crashed into a semi in Southern California. 14 died on the scene, which was about 10 miles north of the U.S.-Mexico border. According to the California Highway Patrol, some people were thrown from the SUV. The driver of the semi was also injured. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. And still to come right here on Acadiana's News Channel at 5 o'clock, Lafayette native and UFC champion Dustin Poirier giving back to the community in a very big way. We'll tell you about this good news coming up at 5:26.
It's National Women's History Month, and we're honoring women across Acadiana for all of their accomplishments. I'm Katie Lopez, and coming up, we're going to talk to Mrs. Zora Proctor.
But first, Rob's full forecast. That's coming up right after the break. And as we head to break, everybody, a look at one Acadiana business hiring workers right now. If you'd like to apply for these jobs, or if you're an employer who wants to be featured, visit our Facebook group. It's called The Rebound Acadiana Jobs. Post on the wall there, and you could be chosen to be featured here at 5.